Okay, guys, so like maybe 3 minutes ago, I just finished watching the new episode of Daima today, and I watched this week's episode later than usual since normally I get these videos out before nighttime. But yeah, what's important is that I just saw the episode, so let's sit and talk about it real quick. Now, first of all, guys, I want to say that to me, this episode was yet another one of the many good but not great animated episodes, and it was definitely a step down from last week's episode, even though I pretty much already expected it to be. However, I wouldn't exactly say that episode 7 was like a giant step backwards from episode 6. No, this episode was still good, and it's definitely not my least favorite Daima episode so far. Like, out of the 7 episodes we have this show so far, I'm not entirely sure at the moment because, the more episodes of Daima we get, the harder it is for me to rank them. But I think this one would probably be like my fourth favorite out of the 7. And again, like I've been saying, it's a good episode on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 rating, and I'll go more in depth with my opinion on it. To me, the highlight of this episode would either be like the subplot stuff with Vegeta and the gang, as they show us the aftermath of what happened at the end of last week's episode with Vegeta, Piccolo, and Kibito failing to take off in that ship or plane or whatever it was. And in this episode, we have them meeting this new character named Hybis, and we also have Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma going on an adventure with Hybis to go find Goku and the others. And like the highlight of the episode for me would either be that stuff, that subplot stuff with Vegeta and the gang, or like it'd be the action scenes with Goku, Supreme Kai, Glorio, and Pansy. But there was other interesting stuff revolving around those four characters as well, like the whole plot point of Pansy having this collar around her neck, and Supreme Kai destroys the collar at some point during the second half of the episode, which makes Pansy really happy. I also really liked the background music that they played for when we're introduced to Tamagami at that one scene later on. And they also prepare us for like another fight scene at the end of this episode. And we have Goku getting in position with his power pole, getting ready to fight one of those Tamagami guys that they're talking about in this episode. Who it's like basically he's like basically like a big guy that has a Dragon Ball on his chest, and it's like the 3-star ball. So at the end of this episode, we have Goku and that Tamagami guy getting in position, getting ready to fight each other at the next episode. And that'll be a fight that'll be pretty interesting to see right after Thanksgiving next week. So overall, I thought this episode was good. It wasn't amazing or anything, but it had good world building, good character interactions, really nice animation, good background music. And yeah, not Daima's best episode, but not its worst episode. And I wouldn't be against watching it again. And I guess I could also see how people would like this episode more than me. That being said, this is all for this week's Daima video. So bye everyone, and thanks for watching the video. And also have a happy Thanksgiving this Thursday.